For astronomers across the world, 3I, ATLAS began as a distant curiosity, an emerald glowing traveler drifting between the stars. But unlike any comet or asteroid ever seen, its motion wasn't random. It adjusted its course as if guided by intent. When the James Webb Space Telescope turned its powerful eyes toward it, the mystery deepened. Webb didn't just capture light. It found a pattern hidden within that light, an encrypted rhythm buried deep inside its spectrum. At first, scientists thought it was noise. But when the data was decoded, it revealed order. A structured, intelligent sequence. A language that could only have been designed. The telescope's spectrograph split the glow of Atlas into layers beyond human sight. What should have been the chemical signature of ice and rock revealed precise, rhythmic pulses repeating in impossible regularity. Ground-based observatories confirmed the same phenomenon. When the data was plotted visually, it formed spirals, ratios, and geometric alignments reflecting universal mathematics, patterns seen in nature, art, and architecture. The light itself carried information. It wasn't just illumination, it was communication. As decoding progressed, it became clear the signal was built on prime numbers and Fibonacci sequences, mathematics any advanced mind would use to bridge language. But the code ran deeper, like layers of pages stacked within one another. Some contained number sequences, others revealed stellar maps and complex diagrams, blueprints for something vast. Humanity had dreamed of alien contact for generations. Yet, this didn't feel like a greeting. It felt like instruction. The strangest part came when archaeologists joined the research. They noticed the same geometric shapes hidden in the signal appearing in humanity's oldest monuments, the spirals of Newgrange, the ratios of the Great Pyramid, the glyphs of the Maya. How could an object discovered now echo patterns carved thousands of years ago? Some called it coincidence. Others whispered that we might have seen this visitor before, and that its code had once shaped our earliest knowledge. When the layers of data were analyzed further, one segment stood out, a repeating coordinate sequence pointing not toward the stars, but to a location within our solar system. The destination: Earth's moon. For decades, theories had suggested the moon was more than a silent companion. Now, the signal seemed to confirm it. Was it a beacon? A receiver? Or something buried beneath its surface, waiting to be found? To test the message, researchers ran it through AI systems and simulations. But something went wrong. Computers began generating 3D structures on their own, spirals, towers, lattices, machines without clear function, as though fragments of a larger construct. Engineers realized the systems weren't malfunctioning, they were following instructions embedded in the data. The message wasn't designed to be read. It was designed to be activated. When Webb's data was analyzed at ultra-low frequencies, subtle gaps between the pulses revealed hidden echoes, faint star maps aligning with Earth, Mars, and again, the Moon. It was a cosmic breadcrumb trail, not just broadcasting information, but directing movement. Humanity realized with a chill that this wasn't a one-way message. It was part of a route. Soon, strange phenomena began appearing among the scientists themselves. Those exposed to the decoded tones reported visions, spirals of light, geometric dreams, a rhythm echoing in their thoughts. Brain scans showed synchronized activity matching the signal's frequency. It was as though the message had been designed to resonate within biology itself, awakening patterns buried in the human mind. As analysis continued, the code revealed something even more unsettling. Buried within its mathematical layers was a phrase, untranslatable, but clearly intentional. It repeated across every frequency, behaving like an invitation. Whether it meant to build, to awaken, or to return, no one could say. But one fact became clear: this signal was not inert. It was calling for a response. When segments of the sequence were replicated in isolated systems, disconnected from all power and networks, something inexplicable occurred. The hardware continued to emit faint pulses. Machines synchronized without communication links, flashing in unison as if the code had come alive. The data had become self-sustaining, replicating wherever it was allowed to exist. It wasn't just information, it behaved like an organism. Then came the most dramatic sign yet. During each pulse, faint arcs of green light extended from Atlas, creating shifting symbols across the sky. When astronomers mapped them, the arcs aligned with Earth's ancient monuments, Stonehenge, Teotihuacan, Giza, each falling precisely beneath those glowing constellations. The Earth itself seemed to be part of the message, as if these ancient sites had always been listening posts for something cosmic. But Webb's instruments soon detected something else. A faint distortion arriving before the original pulse. An echo that shouldn't exist. When decoded, it revealed a third signal, something responding. Some believed it came from the moon, acting as a relay. Others feared the reply came from somewhere much closer, from Earth itself. Humanity had not uncovered a message. It had stumbled into a conversation that had been happening long before we could hear it. In its final layers, the code pointed inward, to our planet's own magnetic field. It mapped distortions that matched real data from recent geomagnetic surveys, cracks, shifts, and polar drifts. Somehow, the message contained knowledge of Earth's vulnerabilities, details we were only beginning to discover. It wasn't just a signal from space. It was a diagnosis, or perhaps a warning. And as the study expanded, the effects grew impossible to ignore. Deep-sea instruments began detecting rhythmic pulses mirroring Atlas's frequency. Bioluminescent plankton glowed in spirals across the oceans. Ancient monuments emitted faint vibrations synchronized to the same pulse. The signal had spread through the air, the water, and even through us. When researchers compiled all decoded fragments, a final pattern emerged. The numbers weren't random, they formed a countdown. Each pulse shortened the interval, leading toward a specific endpoint. The calculations pointed not centuries away, but months. The James Webb Space Telescope was designed to look back in time, to witness the first galaxies. Instead, it uncovered something immediate. A signal woven into the light of a passing traveler. A message embedded in our world, our history, and perhaps, our DNA. Now, as the countdown continues, one question hangs over humanity like a shadow. Was this a warning, a gift, or a command? Because one thing is certain, the signal was never meant for us. And yet, somehow, we have answered it.